I'm not having a wee. Ben. Right, guys, you do know the drill. Come on. 10 taps, 4 for the hell, 1 for the space, 4 for the yeah, 1 to put a smile on my face, folks. Let's do this. Here they come. £9 Thursday night. Yeah. Time for the 9 o'clock Keep Calm and Crack On show. We haven't figured this, have we? I got the Sunday night down, but we haven't figured this one. But it's 9 o'clock. I'm here. Right. I've been messing around. I've been testing secretly in private. Yeah. And fingers crossed, our stream should be good. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. And I want you guys to keep an eye on it. Let me know if there's any buffering issues. Yeah. Had to do a bit of YouTube learning today. Yeah. Been a while since I've dived into the OBS settings and that sort of stuff. And I've tweaked a few things. Yeah. So apparently he's late because he's reading some book he received in the post about terrain. Oh, Martin. Hello, Father. My internet works now. Right, here's my daughter. Yes, we have Willow in the room. Willow, you shouldn't be in the chat, but now you've done it. Everyone say hello to Willow. She's no doubt going to troll me. Yeah, that's guaranteed. Yeah. Patrick, looking great, man. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Feeling great, bud. I had an amazing game goulash with noodles. I'm sort of in a coma now. I've got a chicken stir fry left. In fact, I've got a few chicken stir fries because I'm actually childless this weekend. Yeah, when I thought I wasn't going to be childless. So I ordered in bulk and now Mel's going to end up bulking out. Hello, welcome. Come into the cave. OBS is a book in itself if you dive deep into the settings. I know, board game. It's been a while since I've really used OBS and properly played with it. I want to reskin. Let's put a Christmas skin for over the Christmas period. Yeah. Everyone else is hearing me Tiger Shadow, so that's not me. Yeah. Yeah, that's all working. Yeah, we're looking good. A lot of people watching on Facebook. Obviously, YouTubers are there. Right, tonight what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be going back to the buildings. Yeah, I want to put base on these. I want to show you some filler stippling techniques to get some texture onto the plastic and that sort of stuff. So we do have building in mind. Yeah, but quick 5-minute chat while people build up and that sort of stuff. Winsome Willow. Now you see, Willow's going to regret coming on the on the stream because I was chatting with Willow just before the stream because she's having connection problems, and so she needs one of these. Yeah, running down to so I need to nip over to the old family home at some point and go and install this. Yeah, so Willow, it's here, but yeah, she was having Wi-Fi problems in it worked, except Willow's auto predict didn't type the word worked. Did it, Willow? I'm going to go and watch anime. Dad, you're boring. Bye. Oh, she's properly done a runner. As a father, I have to. I think I'm going to have a word with Kerry, and we're going to have a co-parenting conference with the children about what words are you typing into your messenger for your auto predict to put that word instead of working. Willow is gone like the dust. In fact, I could probably check my phone now and whatever auto predicted word that was in there has probably been deleted as well, so I haven't got the evidence. Oh, Wilsey, she's growing up. Does make me wonder. Evening, Edith. Tonorat, James, Martin, Real Mech, Pagan, Thane, Tom, Tiger Shadow. Hope you can hear me now. Walking? I'm walking. No man is a hero to his teenage daughter. I used to be a king to my princess. Now I'm boring. You know, She's only interested in me for the YouTube subs. If I start saying we need to get your YouTube channel going again, yeah, if we ping, I'll be amazing. Winking? Nope. It was a term for the oldest profession on earth. Begins with W. By Wandering Willow. 5x5, Mel. Nice one. So yes, but all parents have those moments where, you know, the kids are caught off guard for a second. I can remember one when Willow was 11. Yeah, and I picked her up from school. And she'd had, I think they were preparing for sports day or something. Yeah. But, what you call it? She was just knackered. You know, properly exhausted. No, not that. But, yeah. She was properly exhausted. Yeah. And I picked her up and we were walking across the roads and she was really slow. And I just went, what's up with you? And just, she must have forgot she was with her dad for a moment. And she just went, my French word legs are killing me. Yeah. And then she stopped. Like, I was like, yeah, let's not tell your mum you said that. Harness Joe. And it was on the 5th day that Melvin did add the holy PVA to the watered down solution. It's not a solution until you add the water. A solution is something that is mixed with water. Actually, I'm going to get hammered by the chemists now. Right, chemists or TAM. Yeah, it'll either be a chemist or TAM. But one of you, what's the actual definition of a solution? I know soluble is something that will dissolve and separate with water. Now, I'm pretty sure a solution is a mixture of water and something else that's stable. Kev got the book today. Nice one, buddy. There's been lots. I have seen the first Mel in the Wild. Someone on the Terrain Essentials Book Club Facebook page. Yeah, there's a Book Club Facebook page. The links are down below. Yeah, if you want to jump in on that. The book club is, one, it's a way about letting you know about the book, obviously with shipping and that sort of stuff. It's a way for you to go, yeah, I've got the book. Yeah, and show miniatures. But it's also a way of getting feedback about the book, how you like it, what you think worked, what you think didn't work. Me and Dave have been talking, the response on the book has been great, and we've decided that we're probably going to do another book in the future. Now, Dave's got a couple of other projects because obviously this one's sort of delayed other things for him because he hasn't wanted to take on other projects until he's delivered this. So, you know, Dave's got catch up to do. Same with me rebuilding the channel. You know, 2020 has hit us both hard, and, you know, my inability to work on the book has had an effect on Dave. Yeah, so Dave's got a bit of catch up to do. Obviously, I've got his back 100%. And if you're not following Dave Taylor Miniatures on every platform, follow him. Yeah, because he's like a brother to me. Okay, so, you know, if you like me, like Dave. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of other little bits with Dave and that sort of stuff. But we've decided that, yeah, we do think we should do another book. But what we don't want to do is just rush and jump on a bandwagon. You know, Terrain Essentials was well thought out, and there were a few things that we didn't manage to get put in there. Yeah, because I didn't appreciate the difference between showing a technique on a video, yeah, and how easy that is, you know, talking and then showing you, compared to trying to describe, you know, the underpinning knowledge, what you're trying to do, what mistakes you want to avoid with words and photos. Yeah. I misjudged how easy it would be to get information across. So there's a few things that we do want to cover in a future book, but what I don't want to do is, what you call it, is just jump on a bandwagon. Yeah. So the battle plan is we're going to sit back, we're going to talk, and once the dust has settled and you've all got your books, yeah, we're going to be reaching out to the book club to say, okay, I've given you the essentials. What do you want to build on? You know, rather, I know what I want to teach you, yeah, and that sort of stuff. And the essentials was pretty easy. yeah, to put together with regards to what do I want to include in it. Because if you look at the book, you'll see that it actually follows my playlists. You know, back to basics, which covers all the materials, the planning, yeah, buildings, green stuff, rock work, water work, and snow. Yeah. So when putting the essentials together, I knew what the essentials was. Yeah. Moving into where do we go from here? Yeah. Really want to get feedback from you guys of like, okay, where would you like it to go? Yeah. Where do you think? I mean, I'm not saying right, that's exactly what we're going to do, but with a few thousand of you in the book club, what we're hoping is we can get like a real good feel of it. Now, with regards to shipping, yeah, there's 400 packages left to ship. Okay. With regards to the emails that are going out, if you don't get an email, don't panic. Okay. The reason being is the emails are processed by the Warlord system, but because the orders aren't going through the Warlord sort of main commercial system, i.e. web store, you know, web store, accounting, dispatch, confirmation. You know what I mean? I think that's the process. You know, you place your order, it's processed and approved by commercial. Yeah, it's passed to the warehouse to pick and dispatch. It's then confirmed. What we're using the same system, yeah, but they've developed a side system, yeah, where we're going in on the sort of the dispatch and the what you call it confirmation side of their system. Yeah, so we're using sort of a customized subsystem. Now, as part of that, yeah, it's sending out big batches of emails which have all the same text. So spam filters at ISPs start to come into play. Now, if you've got a relationship and you have emails from Warlord, your ISP might go, oh yeah, this guy gets stuff from Warlord. If you've never had something from Warlord, they might look at it as spam, yeah, and it might get blocked at the ISP stage. What I'm trying to say is, if you haven't had an email, don't give up. Yeah, there's more of a chance of you not getting the email than there is of you not getting the book, because the books are being dispatched. Yeah. Right. Wanted to cover that. Wanted to get that bit of information out there because there's been a lot of worries about emails, and you know, it's no, actually, you've got less chance of getting the email than you've got the book. There's a good chance, you know, you're gonna get books turning up with no email. So don't worry. Don't worry. My saying the book arrived today purely, I think, of beauty. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm going to write the Terraniacs Bible with 15 testaments, each containing 5 chapters of 1,000 words. Yeah, stories about Mel gluing himself to the toilet and the table. That'd be a challenge. 5 chapters, 5,000 words. That would give you a total of 75,000 words. I'm still 15,000 words ahead of you. 90,000 words in the Terrain Essentials book. Hey up, Johnny! Jensen, show idea. A deeper scenery weathering video covering things like rust techniques, chipping, pigments, oil stains, grime, water runs. They're all coming with this build. Yeah, I am literally filming all of that right now. Okay, so right now what I'm going through is putting my concepts, putting sub-assemblies, the basic detailing. So while I'm doing live stuff on here, yeah, I'm also recording these videos. As we go through these, yeah, you will be getting all the industrial stuff. So this is my opportunity to go industrial. I've actually taken a decision on this project. Yeah, I saw on the Terraniacs group someone who'd done just a dark, simple grey basing, yeah, with what you call it, landscape basing, basically an ash waste with their terrain. And I sat back and I said, don't do Mars. Don't go crazy and try and do Mars and, you know, customize it. Go grey. Okay. Couple of reasons for this. Yeah. One is the weathering. If I go with a Martian weathering for these pieces, then the dust and that sort of stuff is going to be red. Yeah. Now that's great if it's on a Martian piece. But here's the thing. Yeah. There's a lot of interest with building tiles within the Necromunda and Kill Team community. Yeah, and it's something I've sort of missed on. Yeah, I've come into it from my old school. I like scatter terrain. Yeah, this idea of, and so it's like, right, I'm not going to jump on the tiles just yet. Yeah, because they're, I've got to buy them. There's other things I need to buy, go with them, and I just don't have the funds to commit to that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, yeah, is I'm going to base these, yeah, as scatter bases, but keep them on the foam, okay, and then just do a simple ash waste that I can use with just a battle mat, yeah, so I can get gaming. Then what I can do is, once we've jumped back into the tutorials, yeah, I've got some stalagmites, some cave stuff to do for a very special Terraniac. That's the first official tutorial from the studio. Yeah, I need to do that from the studio because the stuff to do that is all at the studio. Yeah, so my little special Terraniac, I promised that to, you're still getting it. Yeah. But on this, what I'm thinking is if I base them on foam and then I base them on EPVC with a simple ash waste, yeah, then when I'm ready to transfer them to the tiles, I can simply cut the foam off. Yeah, I mean, I can literally, chip away around any aggregates around the edge of the foam, hot wire straight through, or even just saw, yeah, with a good saw straight through under the base, or peel off the EPVC, yeah, sand it down a little just to make it a little bit more regular, and then I can mount it onto a tile. Yeah, so moving away from doing the red Martian landscape, okay, and if you're interested in the red Martian landscape and how to do that, go check out the Terrain Essentials basing guide, 50 Shades of Mel. Yeah, if that's coming out in January as well, if you haven't got that. Yeah, but there's videos and stuff like that coming anyway. I've got some basing videos coming. Yeah, but the idea is if I do this as Martian with a red weathering and that sort of stuff, it's going to look silly when I transfer it to to tile pieces. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for a more standard industrial feel to them. Yeah, so we will be covering all the standard weathering, rusting, staining, yeah, water streaks, lime scaling, charring, grit griming. I've got a list, yeah, and I'm checking it twice, and I'm making sure you guys are being really naughty. No, I'm nice. The Martians are coming. Marcus got the book. Clearly Mel has formed fully grown from a crate of whatchamacallit bars. I'd love to be sponsored by these people. Seriously. Do you know what? I've probably done more, yeah, in digital marketing to promote, yeah, these chocolate bars. And this isn't product placement because I have absolutely no arrangement, yeah, with these people, unfortunately. Yeah, who makes it? Oh, it's the Hershey Company. Do you know what? They do sell Hershey stuff in the UK, but it's something I've always sort of avoided. But I nail these. I mean, the willpower it's taken to keep this one bar. There has been times when you wouldn't believe it. You know, unintentional native advertising with Mel. Unintentional native. That's a native is an interesting way of phrasing it. American chocolate is usually revolting. It's different. It's very much sweeter, yeah, than British chocolate. I mean, British chocolate is closest to American chocolate, but if you switch over to the continent, yeah, to the European continent, they look at British chocolate like it's rubbish, yeah, because they have a much higher cocoa balance to milk in their chocolate, so it's a lot darker. I do like really dark chocolate. There's a chocolate bar in the UK called Bourneville, yeah, and Although I love these, I'm not a massive chocolate eater. Okay, teeth, you know what I mean? British and their teeth, and sensitive teeth. Yeah, but I do like dark chocolate, and I like it because it's a really rich taste, and I don't have to sort of hammer a chocolate bar. Chocolate Santas are okay. Oh, Easter eggs as well. Long before I started watching the show, my favourite stack was Whatchamacallit bar. Hey, I love Whatchamacallit so much that I almost called a section of the bucket. You'll notice there's no ma. Yeah, that was on purpose. Yes, I had to modify one of my favourite words on the channel, yeah, for the book, because I didn't realise, yeah, in all the years I was saying it, it was a chocolate bar in the US. Yeah. So I'm not claiming ownership of it. I was just using it as my word I've used for most of my life. Yeah, to describe things that my mind just can't focus on and doesn't remember the word for at the moment. Yeah. So no copyright conflict intended. The old copyright infringement. You got to be careful on these things. You know, I mean, imagine if we hadn't found out. I mean, I was lucky I had Dave and I'd gone to Adepticon because I had no idea. Don't know about that. My German friends demand I bring them classic UK chocolate every year. Really? Then again, I mean, here I am raging about an American chocolate bar. Do you ever wonder whether that's the factor of the grass is always greener on the other side? You know, you want the taste that you don't get regularly. Fair use, surely. James, it probably is fair use, to be perfectly honest, but best not. Do you know what I mean? Just best not rock a boat. For the sake of a word along those lines. Different field, it's not personation. You're fine unless you try and release a Mel branded whatchamacallit can. Yeah, I can see that. You know, it's no conflict of interest with me using it to, and not just that, I'm using it to describe, I'm not even using it to describe something. It's a slang word we use as a replacement word. So I'm not even saying, look, this is my watch. Almost. I have to be conscious that these things can be clipped. And that could have ended up as an interesting clip. Linda is my favourite chocolate blend. Grawley? Hello, Grawleys. Right. Quick refresh. Just I want to make sure we're all streaming everywhere, all good. Yeah, and then we'll flip over to do some terrain. Yeah, that looks all good. Right, let me drag my screens over. No, not like that. There should be a lock button. In fact, there is a lock button. There. I shouldn't be able to. There's a lock button on whatchamacallit on my. I've locked it. Right, let's lock the AV inputs. Yeah, I can't move anything around by idiot. Yeah, anymore. I used to look after Linda in my old job. Never once sent me any chocolate. I used to have a job, yeah, working with an IT distributor. Yeah, and every year at Christmas, what they would do is they would send out, chocolate bars with golden tickets in. Yeah, so when I did the book, I did the same. On the book plates, there's a few book plates out of the 5,000 where I wrote more than just signing them. Yeah, there's a couple out there that have invites to come hang and watch Clip. Hang with me on private streams. Just send me a photo of the book plate. So you got the golden ticket. So they're out there as well. Only a few, and they're distributed between the thousands. So who knows? One of you may be getting a golden ticket and spend an evening watch Clip, just chilling with me. Right, folks. Hey there, Mel. Do you cover any of the terrain kits, GW terrain kits in your book? I acquired a huge box of industrial bits, and I'm waiting to for my copybook to see what to do with it. We don't I don't specifically go into. Right, let me change camera. Right, I don't specifically go into. Well, that's very white, isn't it? You know I look normal. Yeah. I don't specifically go into. What's the best way of describing that? Into specific GW kits, but there's an entire building section which comes with weathering and conversion tips and things to think about. So there's plenty there. Plus, we'll work on it right now. Will you dress up as an Oompa Loompa on the golden ticket hangouts? No, but if you want, I'll get Corbin along, because if you've seen his hair like now, it's orange and this big, and basically he looks like a stretched Oompa Loompa. Right, let's see if we can avoid the crotch shot. Right, I think we need to move that camera. Yeah. Right, I'm going to do some jiggery pokery now. If I can remember how to do it. There we go. Move that there. I think that way I'm not getting in the way of the screen. Right, how does that work for me sitting here? No, we want... Right. I know, but we're still working this out, okay? People are going, why didn't you work this out before the show? Because I was working other stuff out before the show. Oh, not that one. Alt. Like how to make sure it doesn't buffer and stream and do all that palaver. Right, so if I sit here. Yeah, that's not. Bosicle, what are you doing? So let's drag that a bit that way. Yeah, let's drag that a bit that way. Right, now let's try. Yeah, I think we can work with that. Doesn't get too much in the way. Wouldn't it be a stream if Mel didn't, if it didn't involve a bit of tinkering? It wouldn't, to be truthful, would it? It is the standard with us. Control to the place I belong. Next week, how to hack Google. You really, me. How to hack Google. Would you rather Mel fix the problems or look at his whatchamacallit the whole time? The Mel crotch shot. You've not got a crotch shot. Bugger off. You and your crotch shots. Right. So as I said before, right, let's get that so you can see it nice and clearly. Ooh. Right. We've got our terrain piece. Yeah. And what we're going to be doing is I want to mount this on some, on some foam. Yeah, because basically I want to start doing this stuff on it next show. Yeah, which is adding on all the panels, adding on the barrels, you know, adding on the gribblies. That wire's loose, we'll have to glue that. Oh, they're all loose. So I've got some fixing to do on those. Yeah, but let's see if we can sharpen that image up a bit. Yes, I'm tinkering, but it's all about, I'm going to be streaming, you know, all over Christmas. Yeah, so let's make sure we get this really good. Right, okay. That seems to be the best focus we can get. Looks pretty clear, I think. Right, we'll just go with it and we'll see how we go. I'll review the video afterwards and see it. It's weird because I have quite large monitors, yeah, for my streaming and that sort of stuff. And so the image I see is actually larger, yeah, on my screen. Well, it's distorted than what's been sort of broadcast. So it may look fuzzy to me on my screen because I've got it stretched out. Yeah, on your screen it may look, what you call it, may look absolutely fine. So back to our project. Yeah. So basically, I am just foaming up because I want all my pieces mounted on foam. I'm going for this sort of weird hexagonal sort of effect. Yeah. It's a little bit rough. Don't mind that because I'm basing it up and that sort of stuff with EPVC anyway. Yeah. I just need to get more EPVC. And Scrap Shack, where I get it from, is shut down. So I've got to buy it. I hate that. I normally go to Scrap Shack, which is like a community sort of recycling centre, and it costs me like a fiver to get everything I need for a year. And so now I've got to hit Amazon. Yeah. So if you'd like to help me with the basis, links down below, guys. Yeah. But in the meantime, I've got to foam these up. Yeah. Right. So the idea of foam is one. It was to raise it off the Martian ground. Yeah, so the idea that it's based and then I could perhaps have sand flowing over it. We're cutting away from that, but we're still going with the basic idea of an ash waste. Yeah, because we can tie that in with working with the tiles in the future. Yeah, will you stop it about gits? Right, you stop going on about crop shots now. Gits. There we go. There we are. Start a wish list for Amazon. I've got one. The link is down below. It's in the studio list. What the heck is the Sarissa Stalingrad factory complex? It's quite a nice factory, actually. Why not do Martian tiles? Giving Mel a taste of his private streams. Calm down. Right, Martian tiles. Because when I looked at the reference photos for Mars, yeah, you're looking at sand dunes, you're looking at ash waste, you're looking at, a lot of sandstone rock formations, volcanic rock formations. Yeah, that doesn't fit a tile sort of setup. The tiles are very industrial, so if I'm going for a tile setup, then what I'd like to do is, I'd like to, right, you watch this. I'm going to say this, yeah. I haven't got the tiles yet. I'm probably not going to get the tiles for a while. Yeah, so someone is going to do this before me. Yeah, but I'm going to say it anyway. My idea is to get the plastic tiles and mount them on foam so I can cut into them. Yeah, and sort of make embedded resin and that sort of stuff. Put cabling underneath them, and there you go. Someone else is going to steal that idea like they normally do. I don't care. Yeah, the whole reason I'm here is to share it. So if the idea gets out, it gets out. But that's what I'd like to do with the tiles. Yeah. So that's why the foam is important. Yeah. Also, I'm PVAing the pieces to the foam, which ultimately means that if I really want to, I can literally peel the foam away. Yeah, and then all I've got to do is blend the base into the tile. Yeah, but Mars is a 40k Forge Wheels. Yeah, Tom, it is, but Mars has also got like, sand dunes, the ash wastes and all that sort of stuff. And that was where I was thinking. This wasn't, the feeling for this piece wasn't to be an active industrial facility. It was to be a discarded one that had been heavily weathered and that sort of stuff. But I'm still playing around with that. Right, let me get a phone. Just in case there are a few of you good people. Yeah. I don't think anyone has, but we've got to do it. I'm rubbish at this sort of stuff. Links down below if you like the show, folks. No, we're good. No one likes the show. We're good. Right, so back to the phone. So that's what the plan is. Yeah, we're going to start cutting the phone, just to mount these. And then once they're mounted, I can start adding the barrels, but also I can start adding things like this. Yeah, so if we have a look, yeah, you see the downpipe? Yeah, that's just a bit of sprue. Yeah, there's other pieces, not on this one, but there's other pieces like this. Yeah, there's these pieces I want to add. Okay, you see, this is where the autofocus would have been better. Silly valve. But basically, this is a composite. In fact, let me show you. Right, PVA is really good at sticking these things down, so I'm not going to show you. Right, let's do some cutting. Now, I've been stood up this weekend by my daughter. Yeah, because she's decided she's going to go hang with her mates. Yeah, so Dad's boring, as you saw in the chat, which means I have a weekend free. So what I'm thinking about doing is, let's do a weekend stream. Yeah. And what I mean is a building stream, a really nice long one. Yeah. I know we're jumping on at 9 o'clock because I know you guys at the moment, quite a lot of you still have jobs. And if I jump on at 9 o'clock, then quite a lot of you in the US can also catch it as well. But at the weekend, yeah, I'm thinking starting mid-afternoon and going into about midnight. Yeah, we do some nice long build sessions. And then that way, you know, loads. I just want to catch up with you. It's Christmas and I've missed you a lot. Yeah, and if I've not got Willsy here, yeah, then why the hell not? Right, so making my cuts. Yeah, not trying to get through it all in one go, just taking a few passes. I don't really need to worry too much about that being perfect because that bit's going to get cut off. Yeah. Put the piece back down. And right, next. Bit of a pen. Yeah. What I'm doing now is I'm just marking off where I think I can get away with doing like the hexagonal cuts. Yeah. And when I'm cutting away, one of the things that I'm thinking about is, you notice on here, yeah, we've got 2 reactors, both the same. Yeah. What I've done here is I've cut these pieces off in such a way that there's no way that anyone can come along and try and balance a model. Yeah. So you can just about go on there, but once the small scenic scatters are added, yeah, you won't be able to place a model there. And effectively what I'm doing is I'm putting a base on it, but I'm denying model placement. Okay, I've got to figure out which camera to talk to. I'm denying model placement so that when players come along, yeah, and use this, they know exactly where they can place models. I.e., yeah, they can place them on all this platform area, yeah, and all that nice clear area under there. But with regards to going around the industrial features, they won't be able to place them. The reason for this, one, it makes the gameplay a bit easier because you don't have that bit where you're waiting for the other guy to see if he's falling over. I'll see if I can try and fit him here. No, he's just not going to try. He'll put it where the model goes down. It'll quicken gameplay. The other thing is, it stops players dipping around, yeah, and messing around my fancy little bits. Yeah, if they can't put a model there, they can see that they can't put a model there. They're not going to try and put a model there. So my little fancy bits, like, you know, these sort of things and nice cables running across, they're all they're protected from being accidentally knocked. If we spin around to this side, same with the cables. One of my common processes, use solid terrain to protect the cables. Yeah, so that if they were dangling all the way down, someone trying to put a model in there, they're going to knock the cable, it's going to come loose. By moving them out of the playable area, yeah, don't have to worry about that. Second, by sort of reinforcing them with behind something that's solid and plastic, I also don't have to worry about what you call it. Well, they could get knocked, but they're less likely to get knocked or broken completely off. You know what I mean? So that's the thinking, guys. Dear Mal and fellow Terraniacs, I have to bug out now. We'll catch you later, Johnny. I used to register on my Oscar Narrowgate Wild West model railway. Nice, like it. Melvin, you can trick Willow into coming into the cave of Mel and the Terraniac followers of Terranism. Caller asking for a mug of tea and a slab of cake. Do you know how much she'd charge me? She would charge me for cake. Right, so let's move that to about there. Yeah, we can, I want to take roughly there off. Yeah, I want to take there off. Yeah, we need to take that off there. Yeah, and we'll do those first. Yeah, so T-square. T-squares are great when you're working with foam. Absolutely brilliant. That was a nice clean cut. Now the other benefit of using a T-square is it's got the watch grip. It's got a 45-degree on it. Yeah, which means with a little shenanigans, I'm trying to figure it out. This way, that way, ha ha, this way, ha ha, that way, ha ha, this way, mine, oh mine. Oh, come on, Bose. I really don't want to put it like that. That's a naff cut. That's a naff cut. That's still a naff cut, even though. Well, let's do it that way then. Most definitely not the best way to cut this, but what I can do is use this to put a guideline in. Yeah. The challenge is you've got to get this bit flush with a decent length of side, which means if I turn it round like that, it'll go the other way. If I try and get that, I've got to put it here. Yeah, and I get a little bit of wiggle. I'd probably get a good cut, but it's easier if I switch my brain on. There. If I just do a guide cut. Yeah. And then I can come along and just, with my standard flat edge, pull the guide cut. Now when I'm cutting this foam out, yeah, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm beveling my knife. I'm not cutting perfectly straight. I'm actually cutting slightly at an angle with my blade pointing away from the cutting line. So if you imagine the blade's like that, but actually it's just slightly where it's orientated to cut away and not go straight down. Now the reason I'm doing that is it makes a slight bevel on the cut. Yeah, so if you see it, it's got a slight bevel on it. Now, I may say, but Bosticle, why? Why would you want to do something like that? Yeah, because there's a tendency when you cut foam, yeah, that, let's say you cut it, and you try and cut it nice, straight and true. Yeah, oh, lovely. Yeah, but let's say your watch clip, your hand comes in a bit, yeah, and you undercut, yeah, that really knackers it up, because then you've got to sort of take off this edge. If you purposely overcut a little, and I'm exaggerating it here, yeah, you end up with your straight line and you guarantee getting excess there. Yeah, so what it means is, yeah, I've got excess on this line, but now I have a perfectly straight line, perfect cut, perfect flat, yeah, perfectly in line, yeah, with my watch clip. See my watch clip. Now, Yeah, if you want to make sure it is perfectly in line, just get a block. Yeah, so let's show you this on something. So there you are. Yeah, you got that angle bit. Yeah, put that there. Put that there. Yeah, almost. Obviously that was quite excessive, so it's going to take a little bit more sanding than normal. There you are, I can feel it, it's set now. Yeah, there you go. Almost. That's because it was excessive. But that's the principle by using a block. Yeah, you just simply come along. You can guarantee that your lines are perfectly flat. Little tip there for you. Right, let's cut. Right, where are we? We were there. Taking home country roads. No, that was that way, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, so glue going. Why does that not look right? That's better. Oh, that was it. So this side now. Now we've got a ladder here. Yeah, so I want to encompass and make sure we've got placeable space there. Yeah, so we're just going to nip that corner off. Yeah, we can always shuffle this a little bit this way just to gain on that. And what I'm looking to do is basically just make sure when I put this together, I've got somewhere to actually put a model at the base of this ladder. Yeah, so we need to consider this. Yeah, so we'll cut that line. On this side, not so important. So we'll pull that right back. Yeah. And then we can probably take a little bit more off this. Take me home, country road, to the place I belong. Here we go again. Oh, come on, I've got to be able to get better cut on this. Go on then. Let's do a wiggle with it. In that case, I was cutting under the blade slightly. Another little technique you can do if you're fiddling around with what you call it, you need to do a little cut. Yeah, cutting mat. So, I know I want a 45-degree cut on there. Yeah, I know that's 45 degrees between that line and that line. So, if I put my cut marker on that point and I shuffle that to the other point, yeah, I know that's 45. I know that's a straight line. I can place a standard ruler. Yeah, I can do simple cut. Yeah, I get a 45. So in that case, I'm using the cutting mat rather than messing around with my T-square as my guideline. So always remember, your cutting mat works as well. Have people stopped chatting, or is everyone just watching me? Are you soaking up the wisdom, or thinking he's an idiot? Don't answer that. Oh, Odin's here. Hello, buddy. Right, and do that one. Right, next, it's just these right. Why aren't you tapering the sides? Tapering, I do watch what I do intend to. What's up with the John Denver song now? It's just where it's in my head, mate. Things fly through my head. Ceiling bases with watered down PVA. Nice. What's everyone else up to at the moment? Right. So, spin it round. Yeah, we've got our placement. Put that there. Next, we need to glue it down. Right, which means the old glue. Yeah. How's the picture and that sort of stuff in the camera angles, guys, as well? I mean, technically, we could go 4 cameras, but that's next level. Come on. Right. There's glue stuck in here. That's it, get that out. Yeah. Make sure it's leaking. It's flowing. Yeah, it's flowing properly now. Yeah, those are all glues. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a tacky glue, a tacky PVA. It's basically just a thicker normal PVA. Yeah. I bought this. If you want glue like this, get your PVA, pour it out into a metal tray. Yeah, keep it stirring over a day and just let you know, half the water evaporate out of it so it thickens up. Then put it back in your bottle and you'll end up with a nice sticky tacky glue like this. Yeah, which is perfect for this sort of stuff. So there, give it a little wiggle. Yeah, and then very quickly use the lines on the cutting mat. Yeah, so I can make sure that my terrain sort of lines up with the lines, i.e., you know, the flat panels and that sort of stuff. And there you have it. Yeah, that will glue down. Yeah, once that's glued down, we can start to fix on all the other sort of little bits of gribblies and that sort of stuff. Right, let me answer some questions. As I shuffle forward. Shadow Threader is frantically trying to get this MDF kit built so I can have at least some terrain for a game tomorrow. Crack on, buddy. Painting Rebel Troopers upgrade expansion. Nice, Patrick. Making tile roofs out of cereal boxes. Oh, he's saying so boring and time consuming. Anyone know of a quicker but still free way to do this? Go on, throw that up to the Trainiacs. Septic? Mini Mel Palpatine kit. Oh, heartless. Mel is trying his best not to expose his back. What do you mean expose my back? Stunned into silent amazement. Sealing the bases for a ton of notch trees. Notch are good for knocking out lots of trees. That's one of the things I do like about the notch kits. So, that's that done. In fact, we could probably do with just taking a little bit more off there, actually. And this is where he goes rogue, does a really naff cut. And he doesn't. I'm fine. Yeah. So, that's that one done. On to the next. Yeah, following exactly the same process. See, this is one of the other things that I like about it. The fact that they fit together when you start doing them like this. Like that. I mean, come on. I mean, it's incidental. It's not why I did it. But I do like it. Half of me is tempted not base them at all and just give the foam a hard coat. Decisions. Right, let's do the next one. Take me home, country road. GW designs are great when it comes to that aspect. They certainly are, mate. They certainly are. Right, let's do this one. That's it. Yeah. Same again. Yeah, pat there. Being left-handed, I need it on the other side. Yeah, pushing it over like that, giving it a little bit of a press down, it just gives me a quick line that I can follow real easy. Now we know that it's going to be longer than that, so I don't have to really worry about that bit. Yeah, so it's just this. Yeah, done. Like that on there. Still got to do a bit of fishing. And by fishing, what I mean is diving in and what you call it. Yeah, so we want it about there. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if that's a nice straight line, so let's just double check. Yeah, that is. Yeah. And then, right, we've got no ladder on this one. So, where will the ladder be? I say we go, I think it's probably going to go up there. So we'll take that corner there. Yeah, if we're going to put the ladder here, we're going to want only take a little bit off this corner. Yeah, this corner we want to round off. And this corner, I want to take a little off there. Nice slimmer one, this one. Yeah. That's a kit. Right. You can get T-squares where you can actually flip it. Yeah, and mine's at the studio. It just happens this one isn't the perfect one for this job. So what we're going to do. Right. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to need to move on the cutting mat. I've got a 45-degree line there. Yeah, on my cutting mat. So put that there. Line that on there. Blade. Clean, quick cut. Spin it round. Line that onto there. And all I'm doing now is I'm just using the cutting mat, yeah, to guide where my cuts are going to go. Yeah, because it's easy and faffing around with that T-square. There we go. Move it down to there for this one. And yeah. Bit further. Wiggling it a little, as we do. I'm sure that slips a little. And this one, I am just going to bandit it. Yeah, I'm going to go off that line. Yeah. The other thing I want to do is just take the edge. I should have done this on the other ones, but yeah, just run my finger along the edge. Yeah, this just smooths off the sort of harshness, yeah, of the cut. Yeah, sort of like gives it a slight bevel. Yeah, got to make sure I don't put too much pressure on it. Yeah, otherwise I'll end up like denting it with my finger and that sort of stuff. So there we are. Yeah. Now, since we've got a space underneath this one, yeah, let's put something in there. Let's make it a little bit more interesting, eh? Right. We've got that. Yeah, we can use that for that one. Yeah, I'm sure I can put that in there. If I might save that. But I've got some granny grating. Yeah. Right, clear off the workspace, folks. Make yourself some room. Yeah. So let's take those edges off. Let's go for a square like that. I'm cutting right down the middle when I'm cutting it out. Yeah, the reason being is I can trim it up after. Yeah, the important thing is I cut it out first. Yeah, these lovely bits, don't get rid of them. They make great shells. Yeah, and then along here. And then along here. That's pretty good. Right, move across. Yeah, got our grid bit. Yeah, place it on our piece. Yeah, metal. Something nice and flat. Apply pressure. Spin it around a bit more. And if we take that out, yeah, see the grid? Yeah, now here's where the magic happens. Next job, get a blade. What we're going to do is we're going to separate the foam on the inside from the foam on the outside. Yeah. Only a little bit. Notice my blade's only going in a couple of mil, because that's all we need it to go in. And it's a little bit rough and ready, that's okay. As long as you're close enough to the edge, yeah, that's fine. Now the reason that we're cutting the foam like this is because as I was pushing that in and getting this imprint, yeah, the foam in the middle, this bit, was being pushed down and it drags the foam at the side, which is why it doesn't go all the way down. Yeah, so by separating the foam, yeah, separate the foam like that, and I need something flat. Where's my Lego? Have I got any Lego? Come on, Lego. I forgot. Come on, I did this on the other piece. What did I use for it when I did it on the other piece? Eesh, can't remember. Right, we'll have to go old school. Just use some foam. Yeah. put it in the corners. I'm basically after something square. I don't even know if this is going to work. Pressing foam. Oh yeah, it will. Yeah. And by separating it, I can push it down further. This is definitely not the best thing to do this with. Normally a bit of Lego, but I can't see where my Lego is. Wait, let me find it properly. Let me do this properly. Come on. Right, that's the aggregates. That's me knocking the camera. Barrels. You're kidding me, not a single piece of bloody Lego. Really? You git. I'm sure. Right, let's have a look in there. Plastic. Oh, whatever, no Lego. Right, that one. Right. I haven't found Lego, but from Mantic's excellent Terrain Crate series, a set of boxes which has a flat edge. Right. Yeah, and I can just come along. I can just gently really push these down. Now one, that's going to get rid of those little rib sort of effects. Yeah. Obviously a bit of Lego of something a bit bigger would be better. Yeah, but we work with what we've got, don't we? Yeah. And you can already see it's really starting to recess. Yeah. I'm just doing my best trying not to sort of like tear up the foam. Need a bit deeper that side. And if you look at it now, yeah, see the recess on that? It's a little bit raised there. This is why something bigger is a bit better. With Lego, you can put a couple of blocks together and pretty much do it in like 1 or 2 hits. With something like this, it's almost like you're laying concrete or you're laying tarmac. You're going over it with one of those rollers. But there, that should do it. Next, get our grid. Yeah. Give it a feel. Now, before I glue that in, yeah, see it? So it's not even raised from the surface, it sits completely flush. Yeah, see if I can do this for you. Go on. See that? Yeah, perfect. It's like the old days, isn't it? This, move it left a bit, move it left. Cyclone does the garage count, eh? What did the pirate do to the crocodile? Hey, wait, where's my Lego? Oh, God. I just realised what he's working up to. Lovely idea. Yeah. So, throw a little bit of PVA in it. Now, the reason I'm smoothing it out is because I'm trying to get it into all the edges and that sort of stuff. And if I left it thick, it'd just bobble up. Yeah, so put a little bit more in. Yeah, I'll just use my finger for this. Yeah, so just scraping that loose PVA sort of into the edges. Yeah, because that's where the grid's going to go. If you cut deeper into foam, you could do a little pipe or wire run. Yeah, exactly, Bruce, because that's part of the plan. That's why the foam's there. Yeah, also resin pools and that sort of stuff. So, like that. Drop that in there. And then just give it a quick rub over. Get rid of all the excess any PVA that's popped up. Now, you'll notice tiny little gaps around the edges. Yeah, don't worry. Little bit of filler. Yeah, and we're going to fix those up. In fact, let me show you now with the filler. I'm jumping ahead here. Yeah, but we're coming up on 10:30, so I'll show you this finish technique. Yeah, and then when we jump in tomorrow, yeah, I can show you more techniques from there because I can just crack on and get these done. Right. Filler. Okay. Got the filler? Yeah. Just grab a bit out. Yeah, so I can shut the lid and not let my filler dry out. Right, are you enjoying these technical streams, guys? Are you glad to have these sort of things back? I mean, I am. I'm not sure if my Chrome's. I think my Chrome's frozen. Right. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to have to read what you call it. It looks like my what you call it. Oh, is it loading? Yeah, it really helps see. Brilliant. My Chrome had frozen. I couldn't see the chat. Great to have the book. Really helps to see. Already learned this. I have. I like it. Brilliant. I mean, that's the point, isn't it? That's why I'm here. Why are they saying all offline? Oh, they're not. Right, so next bit, all I'm doing is I'm getting a bit of filler on a brush. Yeah. I'm just going to smear it. Yeah, around that area. Around these lines. Yeah, same on this side. I'm not really trying to make a perfect sort of fill the gap because the paint and the texture and that sort of stuff is going to do most of that anyway. What I don't want though is a big gap at the edge of the grid. Yeah, so any big gaps, this gives me a chance to sort of fill in. So a bit more there. That's it. Put that in. Put that out. Bit more there. The reason I mean, normally I just throw filler and give this a bit of a texture. Yeah, the reason I'm being a little bit more precious with it is because obviously I don't want to fill in any of these gaps, you know, because I want to maintain the actual grid. So walk down finger. Yeah, that'll smooth everything out. Give me a nice joint. Yeah, also a good way of, you know, smoothing out the bumps on the filler. Yeah, and then very quickly, just quick dab. Take any of the filler holes out of those. They'll probably dry clear anyway, but it just saves any risk. Yeah. Be gone, you. So there you have it. Yeah. Sorry about the focus. We'll make sure we get the focus better next time. But a nice recessed grid. Yeah. The PVA on that will dry real quick. Put that on there. And then straight away. Yeah. Do you see how it makes it pop? Let's throw some glue on it. And then we can wrap it up. And I can crack on with you what you got tomorrow. I'm enjoying it, to be truthful, guys. I think my computer's in the process of doing an update, so I have a feeling we're going to get a load of stuttering and that sort of stuff coming. But we've had a good stream. The new settings are working fine. Yeah, so I am a happy chappy. Yeah, so let's very quickly just throw some PVA on here. Really messily, because it doesn't matter. It's all going to be hidden by grit anyway. Yeah, throw that down there. I'm going to make it a little bit this way, a little bit that way. Yeah, and just because it is a bit excessive on the blobs there, yeah, let's spread that out a bit. Yeah. think I'm going to move the camera around to this side. Yeah, so you can actually see from the direction of the brushwork, because that's what I used to do in the studio when we did the tutorials. Yeah, I can't do it now, yeah, because of the way the wires are set up. Yeah, so for the next show, yeah, we'll do that, and we'll have a camera angle there. Makes far better sense. Quite a bit of excess PVA there, so brush that round. Yeah. Give a quick brush over that as well. Might as well spread the love. One love. Right, drag that out from there. Brushing around them does help get a better bond, even if even if you've got plenty of PVA underneath. But more, it makes sure you don't end up with any like blobs left over, especially big blobs where the skin forms over them. Yeah, but they're still wet inside. Right, so there you are. You've taught me so much. It's almost unreal. Well, dude, if you like it, links down below. You can support the show and keep them coming. Right, so now it's PVA'd up. Yeah, there's our foam. Yeah, there's our grid, nice and easy, completely embedded. Oh, don't wiggle. But I'm going to stop shuffling this now because the PVA is going everywhere and I am doing what I shouldn't do, which is messing with stuff while they're drying. It is the cardinal sin of terrain building because everything always goes wrong. So, with that in mind, I'm going to stop messing with it now. Promise I'm going to stop messing with it now. There we go. Yeah, fixed down, techniques on how to do the foam. Yeah, we put the grit work in, show you how to blend the end, how to recess the foam. Well, I can show you more on that with wires and stuff like that coming up. Let me flick camera. It might not flick. Yeah. Oh, it has flicked. There you go. I only clicked that a little while ago. So yeah, my computer is thinking about doing something. I'm not sure what it's thinking about doing, but I think there's an update or something coming rather soon. Right. What is the best time? But that's the best time to mess with stuff. It certainly is. Right, guys, I'm back 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay, I'm going to crack on with this in the meantime, yeah, while my computer, yeah, it's doing an update. Yeah, here we go. Right, my stream's probably about to start stuttering and that sort of stuff. I will catch you 9 o'clock tomorrow night. If you've liked it, like it. Yeah, if you love the show, links down below to support it. Every little helps, yeah. Keeps the lights on, the camera's rolling, and me here sharing my passion with you guys. Yeah, and I couldn't do it without you. In the meantime, I'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll get cracked on with these, yeah? All the best. Ta-ra. 10 taps, 4 for the hell, 1 for the space, 4 for the yeah. I want to put a smile on my face, folks. See you tomorrow. Where's it? Yeah, it's going slow. You'll have to. The break will come up in a second.